Hi, I'm Chris Clark, your Northeast Region Outreach Specialist with the Nutrient and Pest Management team out of the University of Wisconsin Extension.
And I'm Landon Baumgartner, Southwest Regional Outreach Specialist for the Nutrient and Pest Management Program under the UW-Madison Division of Extension. So Chris, here we are. It's mid-May here in Marshfield. We've started planting corn. We've selected our genetics for the year. We've applied the fertility program that we've selected for this year's corn crop. What other factors do we have influence on that we can actually still pay attention to as we're planting our corn crop for a good yield in 2025?
Yeah, while planting season is a very busy season, it is my hope that we can get more farmers and some of their tractor operators to stop and check seed depth. In Wisconsin, we want to hit that 2-inch depth, and just popping out of your tractor, moving some of the dirt in the furrow, and then checking that your depth is at that 2 inches is going to have much more even emergence. We're putting that seed in all of the same temperature zone. We've got a really great environment of moisture in there as well.
So in general, what kind of obstacles are we trying to overcome by paying attention to that seed depth, and what are we trying to avoid as far as setbacks if we don't?
Yeah, some of the setbacks are, it's tough. We have crop residue that gets in the way. We have different soil types and different soil conditions that make it sometimes a challenge to hit that 2-inch depth. So for too shallow, the seed is going to have less moisture available. And in Wisconsin, we are also going to still be impacted by temperature fluctuations by being in that shallower zone. And then if we're too deep, it takes a lot more energy and effort for that seed to come up out of the ground. And we're just potentially also not going to have even emergence.
So specifically, if we aren't able to pay close enough attention and get that proper seed depth, how far back are we setting ourselves potentially if we don't get that optimal seed depth and all those other factors going into planting?
Yeah, the Ohio State University put out some really good information where they looked at exactly that. So by not having that 2-inch proper depth, and let's say that we were too shallow, you're already going to have this potential of uneven emergence. So if one kernel comes out 2 to 3 days afterward, we're already setting back the yield 5%. And then on the flip side, if we've hit that proper depth, here's the good news for the farmer, right? If all conditions are right after that, we're going to have even emergence, and 8 to 10% of our yield is going to come from just having it at the right depth.
So as far as growers in Wisconsin go here, we do have this visual guide to corn development that people can utilize to help them assess how their corn is progressing throughout the year. Where else can they go for more information as they progress through this crop year?
Yeah, feel free to check out and talk to one of our amazing colleagues across the state in Crops and Soils, as well as check out the University of Wisconsin's Crops and Soils website.
Thanks, Chris.